And then, you know, I use the force. I do my whole little Princess Leia buns, and I put that up there. Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back. I want to say what's up to all my subbies, and I want to say what's up to all the new kids on the block, maybe checking me out for the very first time. I really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. We're going to chit chat just for a little bit. And before I even get started, for all those who have seen like my first or second video, where I am, it's going to be planes, trains, and automobiles up in here. Okay, so it's going to be lots of action behind this single paned window, but it's okay. We're going to move forward and y'all just focus in on me. Okay, so today I just wanted to show really quickly how I use Olaplex. Okay, Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. So I've used this before, and I usually use it, well, first of all, what it is. I've already done a video on it, but just the overview, just in case you've never heard of Olaplex, or maybe you're just interested. Olaplex number 3 is a hair treatment, okay? And number 3 is just one of the products in the whole line of the Olaplex hair system. They have shampoos, they have conditioners, treatments, and I think they even have an oil product. So with that being said, the Olaplex number 3 is basically a bond builder. Okay, so it basically builds the bonds in the hair that may have been affected by a chemical treatment. So it can be used as a preventative measure, okay, or to reinforce basically the strength in the hair. It's supposed to restore and repair the bonds in your hair. Now, a lot of people use protein treatments, traditional protein treatments that do the same thing, that basically repair and strengthen the bonds in hair. In lieu of protein treatments or a protein treatment, I like to use the Olaplex number 3. And what I do is I use it the week after I relax. So I relaxed my hair last week. And so this week when I wash it, I'm going to use the Olaplex number 3 on my hair, just sort of to, again, make sure that everything is straight and narrow, because I started using number 3. Once my hair fell out, I figured it was a good idea to basically reinforce the strands that were growing in. I didn't want anything to be in a weakened state, and I was still relaxing my hair. I didn't press pause on that. So I basically wanted something that was going to give me more security as far as my hair building, or building the strength in my hair as I was growing it back in after it had fallen out. So I'm not a traditional protein treatment girl. I've said this before, as far as protein treatments, it just scares me a little bit, just gives me a little bit of pause. The whole stiffening thing, and you know, traditional protein treatments can be, they can seem harsh, but Olaplex is not, okay? I like Olaplex because it doesn't seem as harsh as traditional protein treatments. And when I say that, I know traditional protein treatments can leave your hair hard. And then I guess you rinse or wash it out and everything is, you know, and it can be it can seem a little dry after the protein treatment and things of that sort. But with the Olaplex, it's like using a conditioner, actually. As far as the feel of it on your hair, and also the application. Okay, so you don't have to do anything extra, don't have to, you know, a lot of people, I know people use it before a chemical treatment. And when I say chemical treatment, whether it's a relaxer, whether it's color, you know, something like that, a lot of people use it before. Some people use it the day of. So they'll relax their hair or chemically treat their hair in some way and then use that Olaplex right when they rinse out that chemical, and they use it that day. And I myself, and some people are of the latter group, that use it afterwards. So I use it a week afterwards. That's just my preference. I don't have a problem with any other way. This is just how I've been using it since growing my hair back. But I like to use it the week after I relax. Again, that's just a security blanket. It's just sort of like an extra safety guard to make sure that my hair is looking and feeling good, especially since it was coming out of such a vulnerable state of where it was, you know, it was falling out and all that bad stuff. But yeah, so that's how I use it. And I use it based on the directions. Okay, so that's how I use it. It's for all hair types. Okay, so you don't have to worry about, well, is it for me? I have this type of hair. Or is it for me? I have this type of hair. It's for all hair types, so you don't have to worry about that. So again, it's not a protein treatment. It doesn't have protein. It has other goodies in it that basically build the bonds of hair. It repairs the hair. It strengthens the hair. That's what it does. It helps to combat the different effects that chemical processes can impose on your hair. So the way that I use it according to the directions. Now you can use this up to 3 times per week. I only use it once a week. Okay, so again, according to the directions, I use it once a week. I put it on my damp hair. So I just wet it. I split my hair in two little, I don't do the ponytails yet, but I split my hair in 2. I wet each portion, okay? And I make sure that it's wet, but not soggy wet. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So I don't do it to the point where my whole, shirt is drenched or whatever, because I do this outside of the shower. I just wet my hair, make sure it's nice and damp. Then I apply about a quarter size, maybe a little less, but about a quarter size of product. And I smooth it through my hands. And then I smooth it through my hair, going from root to tip. Root to tip. Make sure it touches everything. So I basically use it as a pre-treatment. So before I shampoo, condition, and blow dry and curl and all like that, I go in with dirty hair, wet it, put the Olaplex on top, twist it up, put the cap on, boop, let it sit for 10 minutes. Now, people have used it for longer. I've heard of people sleeping in it overnight, and, I guess they basically use it as a deep conditioning treatment. I don't do that, but people can use it for longer. I use it for about 15 minutes. The instructions say about 10. I do about 10 to 15. Boom, 10 minutes is up. Go into the bathroom. I rinse it out, and then I just continue with the shampoo, conditioner, and my regular hair regimen. So I'm going to show you guys how I use it, and then we're going to come back and we'll just wrap this thing up. But this is for those who are curious as to how I use it, or maybe just in general how it's used. I didn't use it the last time that I relaxed, but I'm going to use it this time, meaning I'm going to show you guys how I use it. Okay, so after I split my hair in 2, I like to get it really wet, damp. I damp my hair, make sure it's nice and damp, and then I'm going to put on the Olaplex. So we're going to make sure my hair is nice and damp. And I just bend over. I don't, just make sure my hair is wet. Just damp. Do both sides. Okay, so now that my hair is nice and damp, I take the Olaplex and I squeeze about not counting the little drop that I spilled, but that's about how much so that's not even a quarter's worth. I would say, well, it's a dollop. Okay, so that's about a dollop. And as you can see, it's kind of milky. It's like a nice consistency. It's like a conditioner. So, and I rub it in my hands. Did I just drop some? Okay. I rub it in my hands and I make sure that I work it through root to tip. And it spreads very easily. No problem with spreading. Okay. Make sure I get the ends. And then I comb it through. Comb it through, then I use the force and make my Princess Leia buns. That's one. And I just loosely tuck my buns. But I comb this one through. And then I use my trusty plastic shower cap. Make sure everything's tucked. And then I leave this on for about 10 to 15 minutes. During this time, I don't know, take a few minutes and read about some real life superheroes. Okay, guys, so that's how I use the Olaplex. I know it was a little anticlimactic, you hear about this product and it's great, and it is great. But there's no special need to add or do anything, crazy. You just use it, you just put it on your hair and leave it alone for at least 10 minutes, then you rinse it out. It's almost like a deep conditioner, but it's not a conditioner. Okay, I want to stress that it's not a conditioner. It's supposed to be used pre-shampoo. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be that, according to the directions, it's supposed to be used pre-shampoo because it's a bond builder. So it's a treatment that builds the bonds in your hair. It has ingredients such as panthenol and jojoba seed oil, okay, and glycerin. So we know that these things are moisturizing or moisture agents, okay? So it's not gonna leave your hair dry. So I like it. I like it a lot. It comes in a 3.3 fluid ounce bottle, which it may not look like much. It can fit in the palm of my hand basically, but a little goes a long way. And again, I only use about a quarter size, if that, and that's enough for my entire head, and smooth it in. It spreads very nicely, and yeah, I like it. I have no issues with it. I like it a lot. I was very happy to find it. I do feel that it was very conducive as far as me rebuilding my hair strands to the point of fullness and protecting them in the process. I really do. The end results are pretty much the same as far as it's not that my hair is bouncier. It's not that my hair is shinier. okay? And it's not that it's anything extra. There's no fireworks going off once I'm done, you know, or wow, she must have used Olaplex. Look at her hair. The results are not that. It's basically an inside job. You know what I mean? So it's doing all the work on the inside. Now on the outside, to me, it looks the same. I haven't noticed anything like boom, bam, boom. But the inside, and you know that it's working because you're not having a lot of breakage. So that's my whole point. It's an inside job. It's doing its work on the inside, you know. So my hair basically looks the same. It curls the same, which I was very thankful for, because when I first started using it, I was hoping I wouldn't have to adjust anything in my regimen, because, you know, sometimes when you add something, it doesn't really work well with the other products in your regimen. So you may have to adjust or use less of one thing, or like maybe less of a conditioner, because this is so enriching and it may leave your hair limp, or, you know, less of that. Or if you normally use oils in your hair, you can't. None of that. None of that. I didn't have to adjust one thing. It assimilated into my regimen, my lineup of hair care products seamlessly. I didn't have to change a thing. It doesn't take away, but it does add, meaning it doesn't take away from the look and the bounce and the feel and the curls and this and the that and the boom and the bap. It doesn't do any of that, but it adds that extra security. So it does its inside job, okay? It does its inside job, and I love that. So yeah, and I like it a lot. So I'm hoping that this was helpful. I know I had a couple of questions with regard to the Olaplex as far as how to use it. So I'm hoping this was somewhat helpful, and at least in showing you how I use it. And yeah, I've used it with success. You know, I've used it with success, and it's a product that stands by its promises. It really does. That's why so many professionals use it. They did allow us access to these professional products online. Okay, so it's okay for you and me, the kitchen beauticians, to use it. But yeah, a lot of professionals use it, and there's a reason why. Okay, so its reputation precedes itself. So if you're at all interested, check it out. And if you do check it out, let me know how it works for you, okay? Because I really am interested. I think it's a great product. So that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out, right? So I really appreciate you dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know down below. All right. Otherwise, we will be back. We're going to be chit-chatting and gabbing it up about some more stuff. So you make sure you come on back, because you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back. All right.